Hey guys, Blake1Studios here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, normally I really tend not to make very many videos like this. However, some of the recent stuff happening on YouTube involving its new advertiser-friendly policy has really got me frustrated. There's been a lot of overreacting, a ton of different opinions circulating around YouTube, and quite honestly, this new policy is pretty ridiculous and really could be the end of YouTube as we know it. While these changes don't affect me or my channel, I still feel extremely bad for those channels who are being affected by these new changes, and I do feel that a lot of the new changes is just not right. This is the YouTube Rant. Now, for those of you who are uninformed on the issue, you probably should get informed on this because it's been blowing up for a while now. I mean, hashtag YouTube is over party was trending on social media for 2 days straight. And for those of you who have YouTube channels and you monetize your videos, this is extremely important. Now, a few days ago, YouTube started enforcing some new policies called advertiser friendliness. Basically, these new rules say that if your video includes content that isn't advertiser friendly, then your video cannot be monetized and you cannot make money off of your video. Now, after hearing what I just said, you might think that this isn't a problem at all. I mean, YouTube has every right to create and enforce an ad-friendly policy. However, the real policy is how they are written, who on YouTube this will affect, and what this means for YouTube. So let's take a look at the new advertiser-friendly rules. Alright, now on the screen right now is the rules themselves, and you can find a link to the help article in the description below, but let's just go through these one by one. Now, first up, no suggestive content, which sounds fine. Not many YouTubers have suggestive content anyway, and I can understand YouTube not wanting to encourage said content. Now, the next one, though, is no violence. Now, this is actually pretty vague. What about video game violence? You know, fake violence as in like scripted series and stuff. I know those have been popular for a while. You know, what's the clear line between what violence means? And YouTube has even taken down monetization on videos that were just fake violence anyway. So, you know, where's the line drawn on this? Now, the next one here is inappropriate language. While I don't necessarily have a problem with this myself, I don't cuss in my videos, and I don't necessarily watch very many YouTubers who cuss in their videos. I don't think I watch any YouTubers, though, but the majority of popular YouTubers on YouTube actually cuss. And I'll get to this in a second, but let's go on to the next rules here. Now, the next one is no promotion of drugs and related substances. Now, this is completely fine. I can understand that. Now, get this next one, though. Controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. What? Are you seriously not allowed to talk about or inform people on political conflicts, especially natural disasters? Now, obviously, one of the biggest problems with these rules is how vague these rules are, which means that these rules could be exploited to take down innocent videos. So let's talk about that. Now, I'm going to give you guys 2 examples of videos that could be demonetized based off of these new, really vague, advertiser-friendly rules. First up, here's a video discussing a natural disaster. On August 27th, the Weather Channel uploaded a video talking about Hurricane Katrina, which hit the United States in 2005 and was one of the worst hurricanes to ever hit U.S. soil. Now, obviously, this is a video talking about a natural disaster. By the way, this video is also monetized. Now, based off of this new no controversial or sensitive subjects, including natural disasters rule, this video could easily be demonetized by YouTube, even though it's purely educational and informative. Now, on the most recent This Week on Xbox episode, September 2nd to be exact, there were scenes of violent images and fighting, as in most video games. Now, based off of these new rules, because they are so vague, this video could easily be demonetized just because the rules do not clarify whether or not this is allowed or not. Now, obviously, this wouldn't be demonetized because, well, it isn't monetized in the first place, and YouTube would have to be mentally ill to get triggered over violence in a video game, but this could still pose a threat to some YouTubers who do play these games. Okay, now that we've gone over the rules, well, let's ask the question, what YouTubers could be affected by these new changes? Well, to be technical, any YouTuber with content that violates these new rules and monetizes their videos is affected by this. However, just to name a few, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Scares, Sky Does Minecraft, Leafy is Here, Philip DeFranco, Rice Gum, and just so much more. Now, these were just channels I could think of off the top of my head. The massive amount of popular YouTubers who will be affected by these new changes is absurd. And with the possibility of many of these YouTubers quitting because they cannot make a living off of YouTube anymore, this means that it could be the end of several of your favorite YouTubers if these rules stick around. And unfortunately, we're already seeing stories of YouTubers who unfortunately having to quit because of these new rules because they cannot make enough money off of it. And it's just something that we're just going to have to deal with. Now, also with the announcement and discovery of these new changes, there was a huge overreaction in the YouTube community. Now, let me make this clear, while some YouTubers will eventually have to quit, this isn't exactly the end of YouTube. YouTube will still be around for a little while and should be doing just fine. Are these new policies really going to hurt the website and its creators? Yes. However, there is still a vast majority of YouTubers who will stick around, and really the audience of YouTube isn't going anywhere. Now, there was a huge overreaction to the whole thing, claiming that YouTube is going to die off, which just simply can't happen yet. The site's just still too big to die off quite yet, and although if stupid decisions like this recent one keep happening, I wouldn't be surprised if the site does eventually die off. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. In conclusion, YouTube has added dumb rules that is going to hurt its creators. There was a huge overreaction to this. YouTube isn't dying, and well, if you really hate these rules so much and you want to quit YouTube, then you should definitely go check out MySpace. But that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed or found it informative at all. If you did enjoy, a like on the video would be very much appreciated, and if you aren't subscribed, then make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, but I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys next time.